and welcome to our first episode of Stupid Questions to Ask a Music Channel. Today, we're going to try to answer some of the questions we get on our Facebook page and YouTube channel that have nothing to do with music and that you probably shouldn't trust the answer to since we're musicians. We're not scientists or physicists or experts in these topics in any way. Today's question comes to us from Mike in St. Louis. He commented on our second video asking about Schrodinger's cat. Well, thanks for asking, Mike, and challenge accepted. So, born on August 12th in 1887 in Vienna, Austria, Erwin Schrodinger went on to become a noted theoretical physicist and scholar who came up with a groundbreaking wave equation for electron movements. He was awarded the 1933 Nobel Prize in Physics. But how does his cat enter into any of this? Well, simple. Schrodinger stated that if you place a cat and something that could kill the cat, say like a radioactive atom, in a box and you sealed it, you would not know if the cat was dead or alive until you open the box. So until you open the box, the cat was in a sense both dead or alive. This is used to represent how scientific theory works. No one knows if any scientific theory is right or wrong until said theory can be tested and proved. It all comes down to physics. Physics can be divided into two types. You have classical physics and quantum mechanics. Classical physics explains most physical interactions, like why a ball bounces when you drop it. However, there are some physical interactions which does not explain. For instance, how light can be turned into electricity. Quantum mechanics provides a way for physicists to explain why these things happen. This is where the Copenhagen interpretation comes in. The Copenhagen interpretation is used to explain what is happening to the smallest part of an atom, a subatomic particle, and they can do this without looking at it, observing it, or measuring it. Instead of looking at it, mathematics are used to show how likely something is to happen to the particle. A particle could be described as being 50% likely to be in one place at one time, or 50% likely to be in a different place at that time. This is very convenient when making quantum physics calculations. However, the only way to be 100% sure of where that particle is to observe it. And up until the point that you observe it, the Copenhagen interpretation says that the particle is there and is also not there. It's only when you observe the particle that you know if it's there or not. While this makes sense in quantum physics, it does not make any sense in the classical or real world. Schrodinger wanted to show that this way of thinking about quantum mechanics would lead to absurd situations, so he designed a thought experiment. Schrodinger says that according to the Copenhagen interpretation, as long as the door is closed, the cat is dead and also alive. There's no way to know until you open the door. But by opening the door, the person is interfering with the experiment. The person and the experiment have to be described with reference to each other. By looking at the experiment, the person has influenced it. The thought experiment was invented by Schrodinger not to really make sense in the classical world, but to demonstrate the foolishness of thinking about quantum states for large objects. It has also been referenced many times in pop culture. Do you have any other questions you want to ask us, regardless if we're qualified to answer them? By all means, please leave them in the comments below. If you want to ask us questions about our expertise though, please check out our website at whitemeadowmusic.com, where you can ask us anything that has to do with instrumental music. And if you need help on an instrument, leave those comments below too. We'll make those videos and hopefully provide you with the expert advice that you're looking for. Thanks for watching. See you next time.